Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Susan Monias, and I've reversed my MS diagnosis that I received 12 years ago. So I'm here to tell you how I did that. So I started out by telling you where I was in my 20s. It started in the gut. I had acid reflux, and went into my 30s, and there was a lot of signs and symptoms before I was actually diagnosed with MS. There's other autoimmune things happening too that I could have recognized and knew this was happening. So that has been my passion, is to let people know if they have autoimmunity, the autoimmune process happening in their body before it actually becomes the diagnosis, as it did for me. So that is my passion. That's why functional blood chemistry analysis comes in, because I can actually see that process happening before it happens and becomes a diagnosis. So with that, I have patients who have the process going on in their body. They know it's autoimmune. Their thyroid will stay enlarged because they'll have autoimmune antibodies happening. So the autoimmune process is happening in their body. The thyroid is enlarged, and the medical answer is to remove it. So I'm here to talk to you about medical answers because I don't know them. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a chiropractor. I trade, but I studied natural health for decades. I grew up in that realm. So I want to tell you that we can stop that process in your body. So that's what I'm doing here. For me, it was MS. I was able to stop that process. I was able to reverse the process. I've done it with autoimmune many times and other things, but it's all the same. We're all the same body. So I want you to know that. So what I want to say today is belief. You have to believe the body is amazing and God created it exactly the way it should be, and you can stop this process in your body. So it's a belief plus action. So it's two things. So I'm going to have a post probably in Facebook or Instagram in the next couple of days. It's belief plus action equals success. So I had the belief. No one could have told me different. But I paired that with action. It was the action of me doing the things that I believed in. So it's all going to start in our cells, right? So we have 50 to 90 trillion cells in our body. So are they all inflamed? Are they all toxic? Are they all, toxicity is a metabolic process that happens. God created our bodies our cells to detox, and for the liver to get those toxins and to eliminate them. Unfortunately, in this world, most of our cells are not acting the way they should. Our cell membrane should be fluid. Things should be able to flow out and flow in. So you want nutrition and minerals and vitamins to flow into the cell, and you want toxicity to flow out of the cell. So that's not happening in today's world. So now autoimmunity is rampant. I mean, I can't tell you how many autoimmune conditions. So when I was diagnosed, there's 40 named autoimmune conditions. There's now, I think, 180. But I believe there's even more than that, because I see people every day and I see they have the process going on in their body. I see what the symptoms are, and I'm like, wow, that one hasn't been named yet, but it's still the same process. So that's what's important. You have to realize there are answers to what is going on in your body. There's just not a medical answer, because this medical world goes very much according to symptom resolution, which is it's medicine or surgery. That's it. So if you want that answer, you go to the medical world, right? That's the obvious thing. If you don't want that answer, you have to go to a more natural solution, which I'm not going to say every person giving natural solutions is correct or they're doing the right thing, because I don't believe that. I believe there's a lot of weekend warriors out there where they're studying or have a very small amount of knowledge, or have an Instagram knowledge or an Instagram education. It used to be a Google education, Dr. Google. Now it's Dr. Instagram. So they're on Instagram, they're seeing what everybody says, what their opinion is, and they think they know everything. So I don't do that. My information is 12 years and it's well researched, and I was in school to be a doctor at the same time. So I studied like nobody else, no other doctor, because I was studying to save my own life. So my diagnosis, was MS. My prognosis was 5 years to a wheelchair, 10 years to my death. I would have been age 50 and dead. I had 3 kids in their teenage years. There was no way I was dying. I'm too stubborn for that. I'm still too stubborn for that. I would say my stubbornness is my greatest gift, because I would not let that happen for nothing. So I want everybody to feel that way too. Do not fall victim to your diagnosis. I say it all the time. No one is a victim. So get that out of your heads. Get your belief, the right belief, that this design, this miraculous design that God created is amazing. And just trust it. And then action. So belief plus action is definitely the way to go. That equals success. So the other thing I say, the third thing, is that once you have the belief and you start doing the action, you need time, consistency, and discipline. So I've been eating the same way. I have patients who say to me, "You still eat like that after 12 years?" The MS was reversed. Why do you still eat that way? Why? Because it's the best way for the body. I would not eat any different. So you want time, consistency, and discipline on the path to restoring your health. And once you're there, you stay there. Why would you go back to where you were when the autoimmune process was created in your body? Why do you want to go back there, right? It makes no sense. So you stay where you learn to be, and you learn a lot along the way, along the path. You're going to learn a lot of things, and you're going to implement them into your life. So it's a bit overwhelming at first, but as you learn piece by piece, the goal is you have to stay on the path for time and consistency with discipline. So that's the key right there. This video is the key to reversing any condition. Doesn't matter what it is. So I was speaking with a patient this morning. We were talking about getting pregnant, and she's breastfeeding, and kind of how we do that. And I'm in the menopause years, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, there's many things in the body that go on, and we can address all of them, but it all gets addressed the same way, because we're one human body. We were created one way. So there's only one way to reverse anything. So that's the key. So just know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the diagnosis. The thing is, we have to get your body back to the way it was created. And when we do that, and we have time and consistency under your belt, you will heal. So that's my message for today. I will be back to talk to you on, I think Thursday. We do 2 videos a week. Walking through this whole process. We're going to do a Q&A on Thursday, this Thursday, March 2nd. So if you have any questions from this video or any place else that you want to post, we're going to be answering them live. So please post your questions in Instagram or Facebook at Dr. Susan Monias. Everything's at Dr. Susan Monias. My website, drsusanmonias.com. Socials are at Dr. Susan Monias. This YouTube is Dr. Susan Monias. So it's always the same. So please look for me, find me, share the information, because there's going to be a lot coming your way. Have a good day.